Hey there guys, it's Kim George here with YourChicGeek.com, and I want to welcome you all to another quick video tutorial where I'm going to be sharing some ideas and some things that you can do to make your KDP interiors unique. Alrighty guys, so let's go ahead and let's dive off into the list of tips that I have for you on how to make a unique KDP interior for your books. All right, so tip number one is going to be to choose a theme for your design. So this is something that I definitely do with every interior that I design. I think that it's really important if you're going to get into the business, into the, because there's so much competition, and it's really as I heard someone say, as Lisa Irby says, a mature market. You really have to try to do things to go that extra mile to really make your interiors super special, so that when people buy them, you know, they're going to tell other people about them and things like that. And so here's what I mean by themes. So as an example, maybe you're going to design a theme that has a floral design to it. Maybe you're going to do something that has more of an animal design, or designing a theme for children, or designing a theme that has toys in it, so on and so forth. So I would definitely use this as a tip whenever you are designing to make your interiors look really unique. Okay, so tip number two is going to be to add prompts and different things to your pages. Now, I actually created a video for you guys, if you're interested, that shows you step by step how to create prompted journals in Canva for Amazon KDP. So I'm going to have a link to that video so you can go and check that out. But adding prompts is definitely a way to make your interior super unique and something different that nobody else will have. Okay, so coming in at tip number three is I would definitely recommend using different elements and different design elements and adding them to your pages. Again, the goal should be to try to make your interiors as unique and different as possible. You know, it's okay to put out something cookie cutter with just a plain old, you know, journal interior or a notebook, or etc., etc. But if you can definitely go that extra mile by adding different elements, so maybe going back to the theme of florals or flowers, right? So maybe instead of adding one type of flower, maybe you can add another type of flower and adding another element to that page, like a leaf or something like that. All of those things can tie in together to really help you make a unique design for your KDP interior. All right, so coming in at tip number four is going to be to apply and play around with using different font combinations. Now, I'm not saying to go font crazy here. I'm not saying that at all, because that can really turn a design into a complete mess. But I would say, you know, using maybe 2 to 3 font combinations tops. So maybe just a really nice font for your title font, really nice font for maybe your text or your paragraph font, and then another font for, you know, maybe a supporting font for something else. So as an example, kind of going back to a prompted journal. So in your prompted journal, maybe you will have a title in one font, maybe you'll have your numbers in another font, and then you'll have your prompts in a different type of font, but all of the fonts will play nicely together. Or maybe you can just use 2 fonts, but I would definitely recommend playing around with different font combinations to spice up the interior of the design for your interior. All right, so coming in at number 5 is to add inspirational quotes. You can actually add inspirational quotes to the interior of your design as a separate page in the design, or you can actually add motivational quotes to pages current to the actual page of your interiors as well. I've actually found this to work really, really well. So for example, if you were designing, going back again to a journal, and maybe instead of just creating just a plain journal, or maybe you've already had or you're creating a journal that has a floral design, or maybe you're creating a journal that is has a theme for children. So what you can do instead of just making it plain is you can go through and find some cute little quotes, maybe from a place like Pinterest.com or somewhere else, that you can use to add to those journal pages to really play up the interior. Coming in at number 6 is definitely adding cute graphics and things to support your design and to change up the look and feel of the design. So here again, I use Canva to create all of my journals and everything that I publish on Amazon KDP. And you guys have seen in some of the different design tutorials that I've done, I am all about adding graphics and different things to dress things up with Canva and Canva Pro. Specifically, there are a lot of different graphics that you can add to apply to your designs to really play them up and make them look really unique and special. And so I would highly recommend doing that. Now, you don't want to over design, and you don't want to add just way too many graphics and things like that. I try to keep my interiors when I'm designing, I try to keep them to no more than, I'll say, 3 graphics or so per page, because you just don't want things to look cluttered. Okay, so I just wouldn't recommend going really crazy with it. I would just keep it simple, but definitely, you know, try playing around with adding different cute graphics to spice up your interior pages. All right, and then coming in at number 7 is to definitely get online to look around for design inspiration that you can use for your own interiors. Now, I want to make it clear that I'm not saying to go copy something that someone else is doing. I'm saying to go look for design inspiration, you know, that you can get ideas and draw inspiration from when creating your own interiors for Amazon KDP. So some places that you can do this would include, number 1 is going to be Pinterest. You guys know I've shown an example of how to use Pinterest in the past, but you can just head over to Pinterest. You can just type in keywords like journal interiors, notebook interiors, notebook covers, things like that, to kind of get an idea for what other people are doing, and just take a look at how they are, you know, kind of mapping out their interiors, mapping out their covers, not in covers, but mapping out their interiors, the designs and things like that, to kind of get an idea of how you can kind of, you know, make yours really unique and stand out. Another place that I would highly recommend going to take a look at is going to be Etsy, Etsy.com. There's a lot of different interiors and things over there that can, you know, that are really unique and look really great, that you can draw inspiration from. And the last place, last but not least, is definitely going to be Amazon.com. That's right. So what you can do on Amazon.com is you can definitely go over, and if you're trying to, for example, create a gratitude journal, what you can do is just go over to Amazon, type in gratitude journal, and then what you can do is, once it pops up like the top 10 searches for, or the top 10 books that are in the gratitude journal space, what you can do is just go through, take a look at some of the designs, click on the book to look at the to look at the look inside feature, and just take a look to see how the interiors are structured. You know, that right there alone will give you some kind of inspiration that you can use for beefing up and stepping up your own interior designs for Amazon KDP. Okay, so one last bonus tip that I wanted to share with you guys with this list is you can actually go through and look at some of the top selling books in Amazon and look at the comments. Look at not the good comments, but look at some of the negative comments and the 1-star comments. So as an example, I'm looking at this specific journal here. It's a Grateful Ninjas Gratitude Journal for Kids. It's basically a gratitude journal for kids. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to hover over the stars, and it looks like it has pretty good ratings, which is good. But I'm going to go down to the 3-star rating that somebody has given it, and I'm going to take a look at it to see what they're saying. And this is something that you can do as well to kind of get an edge on the competition. So it says that this journal is really cute but repetitive. Would have been nice to switch up the prompts. After the first couple of days, my child was bored with it. It's a great idea, but could have been executed with more creativity. Ding, ding, ding. Now, this is not a knock to this journal because it absolutely is selling well. But did you see what they said there? They actually gave you a clue that you could actually use to make your interior more unique if you were creating a gratitude journal for children. So this is an extra bonus, but yet it's definitely a step that you can use, or a tip that you can use to make your interiors way more unique than the competition. So guys, I hope that you guys have enjoyed this video, and just basically with these list of tips that you can use to make your KDP interiors way more unique. If you have not subscribed, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for tuning in. You guys stay safe out there and be on the lookout for more videos headed your way. Take care, guys. Bye.